Alright, Chris. I know this is your first time here, but if you fuck this up, you will never, ever get another opportunity like this ever again. Okay? We have 28 subscribers. Do you understand me? 28. Don't fucking look at me. You thought shit was gonna be sweet, huh? Like we were just gonna be watching these movies about these funny puppets or whatever. Nah. We're watching a movie where a fucking son rapes his own dad. Okay? And I swear to God,
Are we recording?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Midnight Movie Club. We're joined today by our good pal, Chris. And, of course, my co-host, as always, is Robert Acosta. I am Noe Sanchez. And today, we watched the film, or I guess a short film, The Strange Thing About the Johnsons, which kind of went viral recently, which is why I thought about kind of bringing it up and talking about it. And before we kind of get into it, what did you think of it, Chris?
Knowing it's an Ari Aster thing, and knowing that like this is obviously something he worked on before everything else that we know him for now, I think this is a really good introduction to like kind of like what he's interested in doing, but more so it felt very beginner, like him starting out to really form his style. And it's very good. It's short, obviously, but I think it gets to the point, and it's very effective in like the way it does everything. Yeah. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's like what, like 25 minutes, 28 minutes long?
25 minutes long.
What did you think of it, Robert?
Knowing it's Ari Aster's like early work, you can just kind of tell that he was going to be a talent. It's very well made. It's so good.
Yeah, there is very clearly some kind of like promise there.
Yeah.
I bet you like his professor watching that was probably like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? But also he could see the talent, you know?
Or maybe he's like, I like where your mind is going.
He's like, you just made a biopic. I don't know.
How did you know about this?
Obviously, we're not going to do like a deep dive of the story or whatever because the film is 28 minutes long or so, and you can watch it for free on YouTube fully.
With family.
With family. But basically, it's just a son is deeply in love with his father. The opening scene shows him masturbating to a picture of his father shirtless.
It's very, very wholesome.
Yeah, it starts off very wholesome.
Which I had no right to interrupt without knocking. And I'm sorry. But what you were doing was completely natural.
And I think they played this on the Disney Channel.
Yeah, actually that's where it
premiered.
Yeah.
Disney XD, sorry.
Oh, you're right.
That's where they put their edgier stuff on there.
It's a little too much.
It kind of goes throughout their life. Like it bounces around 15 years. The son gets married. They kind of progress through his life. He has this very strange relationship with his dad. His father has to kind of live with that whole thing throughout his whole life. You can see the smile basically fade away as the kind of things go through, and I thought it was masterful storytelling.
Masturbating.
That's what he was doing at the beginning. A student filmmaker, I feel like, would really go with the gratuity and the shock factor, but Ari Aster like really holds back.
I think that's something I was going to make a comment about earlier, but wanted to say for this that this feels really like it holds back enough that it plays its cards well, where it shows you enough of the horror without giving too much away, and doesn't play into, again, like you said, like the shock factor of it. It's more so playing to the story of it and the tragedy of it.
Yeah.
Rather than, again, just trying to be edgy or trying to be like, oh, look how different this is. Look how grotesque this kind of story is. No, it actually takes its time developing the characters within the short amount of time, but also showing that the horror comes from a different place rather than just like the visually seeing the abuse.
Yeah.
It's like how it deteriorates the individuals within the family.
Yeah.
So
he didn't make this graphic at all. Yeah. And you don't see anything. Even though we just described a pretty horrifying scenario, you never see anything.
Yeah. Whereas if this is like Damien Leone, it would have been 20-minute per abuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Full frontal close up. You see the liquids oozing out of the dad.
It would have just been the whole movie. You're like, oh, we don't need to set anything up.
It's just abuse the entire time. Without explanation. You don't even know the characters.
It would have been 40 minutes too long.
Yeah, and then people would have been like, but you have to support it. It's an indie filmmaker. This is an indie film. Very Ari Aster before he broke out with Hereditary. This was his his university project. His, what's it called? His thesis.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, so this is...
Rape is good. His thesis.
He turned it in as like this is a perfectly normal relationship between a father and son.
What do you guys mean? It's what? He was playing it straight. He loved it. This is a love story.
Yeah, this actually was never meant to be released.
Oh.
He didn't release this on his own. This film was leaked.
Oh.
By someone. I can't imagine he wanted this to be seen by as many people that have seen it.
It probably brings a lot to, again, like to like just any casual viewer. It would probably bring like a lot of like weird eyes. Probably be like, why are you making that?
Yeah,
because it is something that's gonna make people uncomfortable.
Yeah,
and it is something that you're not gonna just show to anybody. I mean, unless that's your thing, you want to show people anything. But I think, like you said, it probably isn't something that bothers him now in this stage in his career, especially because he's done so much already.
He's been so successful,
and he's already so established. So it's like at this point, it's like, what can he do about it? But like I said, I think it's good in the sense that we got to kind of see, you know, like those early stages of him, and it's like you really see, like you said, the talent, and it's crazy to think that within such a short amount of time, he's able to convey so much, and he's actually able to flesh out these characters in a way like, I don't know, like just any other regular movie wouldn't take the time to. I was horny the entire time, but I mean, that's its own. The colors of it, actually, I thought was really interesting.
The colors are gorgeous.
Having that contrast, like the darkness of like the themes, I was like, oh, that's really, because even at the beginning I mentioned, I'm like, oh, it looks so pretty.
Yeah.
You know, like it's almost like pastel-ish. It's like very dream-like, very like, oh, like classic neighborhood, classic like family.
And they all kind of dress like they're in like a sitcom from the 50s.
And they speak like that too.
They speak like that too. Like when the son, after like performing a horrific act on his dad, he's like, time for din-dins, you know, like he's trying to pretend like nothing is wrong with this. And like, that's something that I like too, is that like he views this as entirely normal to him. Yes. Where it's like, I'm just in love with my dad. Like he doesn't even view it as that. I'm just in love with someone. Like, what's wrong with this?
But you are not just my father. You're my friend. You're my best friend. And maybe we can just agree that that's a beautiful thing and not something to be perverted and corrupted and mutilated.
The rant that he goes on at the end to his dad, where he's like, you never even gave this a chance. Like, it's horrifying.
He sounds like a scorned lover.
Yeah, exactly. It just sounds like a bad ex that you had, but it's your fucking son. Like, that's horrifying to even consider.
And I think that's really interesting to play a character like that to like that taste, where it's like, again, like you said, he's not like a mustache twirling villain. He's just a character that is flawed. Yeah. He's like he's sick in the head. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But he's flawed because he has like this skewed viewpoint, which the film doesn't even present like, oh, this is what caused him to be like that. There's not like one single moment where it's like, oh, that's why he's like that. It's just he's just like that.
Yeah.
At some point,
there's no like defining reason.
He's like that. We don't ever get to see an actual reason, which I like. I'm like, it's just how he turned out to be. Yep. And that was kind of like the curse of their family. It ruined their family.
It's the strange thing about the Johnsons, you know, like it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Something that I wanted to point out was, I said at the beginning of this video that this movie kind of went viral recently. It kind of got this thing on Instagram where somebody, I can't find the original video, so if anybody knows this original video, please send it to me because I'm so curious about it. But if you look at the YouTube comments of this video, it says like, this wasn't as funny as Instagram led me to believe. Like all of them were like from a few months ago saying like, this short led me here.
I think I don't have Instagram, so I've never seen the video, but I feel like I could already tell the kind of like edits that might have happened where it's like, damn, you're gonna let your son do that to you, like, yeah, this kid, you know, like stupid shit like that, and then people see this shit, it's like,
it kind of spread in that sense because it was decently popular, but this video like exploded kind of recently, like in the last 6 months, of just people talking about this, like, oh, look at this like quirky movie, but it's like like horrifying, like generational trauma type of thing.
Like I could imagine someone thinking like editing this to look funny, like for example when he's getting married and grabs his dad's ass, playing that as to like some sort of fun. Again, there's like little moments you could probably like attach and be like, hey, separate from the actual film and be like, hey, this is actually really funny, look, haha.
Here, I'll do it right now.
It brings another interesting point.
Are you touching this? What do you mean?
This is tangential, but just the power of editing.
Yeah.
Just like playing different music during that scene. It's like, oh, now it's funny.
Yeah.
Instead of like horror.
Now you can make it silly.
And also, exactly to the point, because even in the scene, he's like smiling, you know, so it'll work. It'll do. So I imagine Instagram or whoever did that probably did something around those lines. Where
yeah.
Like, yeah.
You know, speaking of Ari Aster himself, I wouldn't say that he's one of my favorite current working directors, but I watch everything that he makes, basically, as soon as it comes out.
Who's your favorite?
Ooh. Currently, yeah, of course. If this was made by Zack Snyder, the rape scene would have just been the whole 30 minutes in slow motion.
It would have been a good movie.
My favorite current working director is probably Robert Eggers right now. Nosferatu, The Witch.
Werewolf.
Yeah. Yes, I'm so excited for his horny werewolf movie. You can see a lot of his like cornerstones, his like key things, even early on in this movie. Like something that I feel like he's so good at is cutting away from the grotesque and then showing you the aftermath in like a pretty quick thing. So it's like everybody thinks of the scene in Hereditary where you see Charlie's head, right? You see the aftermath of Midsommar when the guy jumps and they smash his head. You do see it's a little bit more grotesque in that one, but the aftermath that you see of it, it does do a good job of cutting away and then showing us what it looks like after.
Like Ari Aster's kind of direction isn't the act itself; it's what
the direction, where it ends up.
What the act does to the people.
Exactly. The key example I'm going to give is Hereditary, which is my favorite horror movie ever made, and you see the action of Charlie's head hit the post. Spoiler alert! Sorry. You see the
Fuck!
You see the action of Charlie's head hit the post. And then from there, it's just mostly quiet. You see reaction, the brother's face kind of
just sinking in.
Even then, he's still in disbelief.
Yes.
Because he tries to talk to her, even though he already, he knows.
Yep.
He knows.
And then it lets you build on it for so long. You actually think that you're never going to see what happens. And then it wakes up the next morning, and the mom sees the decapitated body of Charlie, and she screams, and that's when we cut to see Charlie's head.
And you get the impact.
Yes.
But you get and that's the really genius thing about it, that you get one half of the impact. So the mom sees, I would say, the least worst part of that.
Yeah.
And we get to see the actual just flies, ants, whatever you want.
It's grotesque.
Yes. It's genius.
And this movie does a great job of that. Of you don't see the act when it happens. It actually cuts to the mom who overhears this, and I'll talk about the mom in a second. And she just kind of turns up the volume and cries very silently or whatever. And you see the aftermath of the son kind of getting up, and he says,
Put that in your book.
It's a very malicious thing to say after doing something so awful to your own father.
Yeah. A little detail I like about that scene is that his pants are wet.
Yeah.
So he didn't even bother to take off his clothes before.
No.
He just
went for it. Yeah.
And that's such a it's such a small thing to do, but it adds so much to the moment.
Yeah.
Which again, you don't even see it, but it gives you enough information just based off that little detail.
Yeah.
Where it's Jesus, that's rough.
The premise of the movie itself is actually, unfortunately, very simple if you break it down.
Yeah, sure.
Family and sexual abuse, but the thing it does different, what makes it stand out, is the role reversal of it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's such a simple little thing that you change, because normally, obviously, the older person does the younger, which is
sad,
unfortunate. It's a very sensitive subject. But all you do is switch that, and suddenly this thing is
it's 10 times more disturbing. That is something that Ari Aster wanted to kind of discuss and talk about, where he was I feel like we've normalized child abuse in this country or in this world, where it's parents hit their kids, parents, tell their kids off about stuff, and we don't really bat an eye at it as much as we should. Whereas if the roles were reversed, suddenly it's what the fuck? This is the most disturbing thing. For some people, they're this is the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And so you nailed it when you said that role reversal really adds to it. And it does have so much to say about the kind of cycle of violence, which is what I want to get to with the mom, and that she is kind of this silent observer. She's
almost the enabler in a way.
She's almost the enabler, yeah. She doesn't really do much about the situation.
That she very clearly knows is happening.
But she's terrified, too. She is as much as a victim as she is an enabler here, where it's she knows that this stuff is going on, and she's known for a long fucking time.
It's
but
nuanced.
It's nuanced, exactly. It adds so much nuance to it, because she's not rape him. She's she's clearly horrified.
She doesn't know how to address it. And
yeah.
And I think that's the strength of the movie, where it's like you said, where it's he twists it, that it does become a subject where it's how do you address this within something happening within your own house?
Yeah.
It's you don't. You most people probably wouldn't. It's true. And you can't. You could see where she's at fault, but you can't blame her, because like you said, she herself is also a victim of the situation, because again, you probably wouldn't want to admit something that horrific.
Yeah.
Even if you had seen it with your own eyes, even if you could confront someone about it, even if, you know, it's such a shameful thing almost.
It is, yeah.
And I think that also plays a part into, like, the setting of, like, how these people dress, how these people talk, what kind of neighborhood they live in, where it's like, of course they're going to want to upkeep this, like, really clean image.
Yeah.
So that also plays up into why it perpetuates for so long. And I'm like, it's a really nice way of, like, setting it up.
Acknowledging it speaks it into reality. It makes it true.
It makes it true, yeah. I feel like in most people's family, there's always, like, that one uncle that, like, no one really talks about, but, like, has done some shit, you know?
You're the uncle.
It's me, yeah, I'm that one. The strange thing about the Johnsons, I feel like, almost trivializes what actually goes on with that family, you know? It does make it seem like Leave It to Beaver, like that kind of, like, weird sitcom-esque family.
It's the juxtaposition of, like, the subject matter and the setting.
Yeah.
It's very, like, this ideal suburban American dream neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then there's incestuous family.
Yeah, it's very one-sided, in case we didn't make it clear.
Oh, yes, it is.
The father does not consent to this at all.
He does not reciprocate the love in
the slightest. Yeah. I mean, probably the love one might have for their son, but I don't even know at this point, right? Like, if years and years of abuse have been going on, I don't even think you'd feel anything towards your son if that was happening.
And I feel like that's also, actually, now that we're talking about this, I just thought of this right now, where it's like, it probably is also an interesting dynamic where it's like, if your child were to do that to you, you love your child, right? You protect your child. Like, you could even see at the beginning of the movie, he's very understanding, he's very patient.
Yeah.
He's a very good parent, from what we were able to see at the beginning. That probably going through something like this, it's probably something you also wouldn't want to accept, that your child is capable of doing this, because then you start questioning, where did I go wrong? Did I do something? Did I fail as a parent? So that also adds to a layer of tragedy to the character of the father, which I don't remember his name, but it adds a layer to the tragedy, because then at that point you want to ask, like, a lot of the times I was like, dude, you're dumb, why are you doing this, you know? That's just like an initial reaction, but you start to think about it, and it's like, oh, hey, like,
that's his son.
if you were in that position, like, would you be willing to accept that your son is this kind of individual? Would you be able to, like, want to accept that, like, hey, this is actually being done to me, that I'm, like, my child is capable of doing this to me?
Yeah.
Like, it's like that, and that also adds to, like, the horror of it, where it's like, Jesus, like, you know, you could kind of understand why it would go on for so long and why he was so afraid, because it's like, it's such a bizarre thing where it's like, you don't hear about this. Like, in let's say in this world, you probably wouldn't hear about a situation like this. So to him, it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's like, it's out of this world.
It's like a nightmare type of thing.
Exactly.
It's like, why is this happening?
It's like, it's unbelievable.
But it's a joke on TikTok. This is a comedy.
Yeah, I'm amused by somebody on Instagram being like, I'm gonna make this a joke. Like, look at this fucking movie, guys. And a bunch of, like, Gen Alpha people watching this, you know? Like,
what the fuck?
This was a bit of a heavier one. Much like The Coffee Table, a very heavy subject matter. This movie's not as funny as The Coffee Table.
You're right.
I was laughing the entire time. I was talking about who?
It's for the dick I didn't get.
Talking about her son? The dick I didn't get? Why'd you fuck your dad and not me?
Well, no, I didn't mean it like that. I meant because the dad was so traumatized, he didn't want to have sex with you sick freak.
Sorry, I had something else in my mind. But still a good one. I think very worth your time, despite the insane taboo subject matter. And, you know, it's one of those things that, like, maybe if you're a parent, similar to The Coffee Table, maybe don't watch this.
No, watch it with your kids. This is a learning moment for
and just kind of, like, do this the whole time as you're watching
Give
it.
him a little...
If you just gave it a chance.
If you just bite your lip. When certain scenes happen, I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, you know, it gets us all hot and bothered a little bit.
Which actually, funny enough, now that you mentioned... Well, you've mentioned it before. Mentioned the whole thing of, like, it becoming an Instagram meme. It reminds me a lot of, like, this trend that's happening with horror movies in general. Like the most recent thing that comes to mind is, like, Obsession.
Yeah.
Where people, like, record everything, like, take things out of context or take things separately and just kind of bastardize, like, what a movie is intending.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, it bothers me so much. I get it. It's like, you know what? Like, people are just, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people are just being stupid. It's fine. But it bothers me because at the core of these stories, there's something being told, and it's something serious.
Yeah.
It's something serious. So I'm like, I personally don't like taking that shit like this so like just kind of lightly.
Lightly, yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know. Like, something about that just doesn't sit right with me. I'm not saying people shouldn't do it. You can do whatever you want. But I'm like, is that the right thing to do that for? I don't know.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
It really is, because like
it brings more attention to it, but
the whole Gen Alpha thing of just like kids nowadays don't give a fuck. And it's a double-edged sword because they're making a joke of this movie that's incestuous. But then, you know, they're running through the fucking, what's that, the weird religion, the cults? They're running through Scientology buildings.
It's true, yeah.
And it's like, power to them.
They're fighting the good fight.
They're fucking just attacking ICE because they don't give a fuck.
I mean, it's one of those things I've always talked about so for a long time now, where it's like, whenever you see a meme, like the Breaking Bad one, where Walt like falls on his knees and like goes to the side, you know? Yeah, it's a meme, but in the show, it's like one of the most devastating moments in that show. Like, it warrants that kind of reaction, right? When you watch it, you're like, oh, fuck, this is heavy. But then the memes are like, when my Discord cat girl doesn't respond to me.
You know what? I take back what I said. It's fine. It's fine.
Do what you do. It's fine.
It's just one of those things of taking such an insane moment and making it so unserious. Yeah, so this is a call to action. Dad scene and making a meme.
Make it funny.
Make it funny.
I was horny the entire time. But, I was horny the entire time.